that needs to be $1 million coin for institutions that send trillions of dollars a day?
Yeah, it would make most sense because you would require much less of that token. And
Right.
XRP is a deflationary asset. So
Right.
every transaction you make, it burns a certain amount of XRP, So, yeah, I mean, the higher the value, that makes more sense. And I think in the beginning, you're going to see the lawsuit end. It's going to make the price of XRP go up. And that's where most people are going to sell. And
What do you think that bounce looks like?
I think initially you're going to see XRP go all the way up to probably $27. And then you're going to see a lot of sellers. It's going to have a hard time, making it over that psychological mark of 30 where you're changing from that 2 to the 3. And what I think is going to happen is it's going to fluctuate a little bit. It'll have another green candle, and then the U.S. is going to default, and we're going to have all these, events occur. And it's, when the stock market totally crashes, it's going to cause, a lot of havoc, a lot of mayhem. You're going to see World War III scenarios play out, and most things are going to crash. And then out of the crash, where your traditional assets like your stock market, your Bitcoin, Ethereum, when they all crash to zero, XRP will too. But out of that ash will rise the phoenix, as they say, your ISO tokens. And they'll rise immediately to the value at which they've been predetermined. And then you have your new financial system ready to go. And then at that point, it's on the white hats and people like us to teach our fellow man about what this is all about, and how it's going to work.
And do you have a speculative timeline? When you think this happens?
It's going to be this year. I mean, the U.S. is going to default this year. I'm seeing June for the default, June or July, and when that occurs, they're also it's going to coincide with the World War III nuclear.
Scenario.
Yeah, that scenario. That's all going to happen at the same time. So
let me ask you. I know we say we don't give financial advice, but give me advice, if you would, as somebody who holds XRP, which I don't want to sell any of that.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people have been hanging on for a long time. In $27 isn't nearly what the value of XRP will be down the road. How would you liquidate part of your assets without liquidating? Because you got to pay rent. You got to live, but you don't want to sell at $27. And secondary question: do you see XLM? Do you see all the 7 ISO coins popping with XRP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you're going to see a handful. Like all the ones on the list, they're all going to they're going to go to their predetermined value. Like Sologenic is going to be worth $170 this year. And, that's on the XRP blockchain. It's, it's an asset that's it's going to be valuable. But yeah, there's going to be predetermined values for them. And, to answer your first question, if XRP jumps to $27, if you want to sell 5% of your bag, go ahead. If you need to make some ends meet. If you don't, just hold. It's going to be frustrating to see everything crash down to zero, but just know that on the other side of that crash is really true greatness.
Sure.
So just hang on tight, diamond hands, as they say. Just don't fold.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when we think that we could be looking at a 6-figure,
Exactly.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So how does Flair and Flint